What's going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel and happy new year. Hope you all have an awesome 2022. So as you probably know, everyone and their dog wants to get fit for the new year, New Year's resolutions, obviously. So this video, I quickly want to go over the best app and how to track your calories, your macros, and your food to properly lose weight and sustainably lose weight, right? Obviously, a lot of people, as you probably know, go into January, crash diets, and then they fall back within 2, 3, 4 weeks and kind of end up right back where they started. So in this video, I want to go over the best app to use and just how easy it is to track your calories and macros, because ultimately those are the most important things when it comes to losing weight. It does not matter at all which diet you follow, whether it be Atkins or vegan or vegetarian or paleo. It really does not matter at all. They can all yield the same results. Again, the only thing that matters, the king, is the calories, is what will determine if you gain weight or lose weight, and the macros is what will help determine your body composition at that weight. So that's what we're gonna be covering in this video. Before we hop straight into it, make sure to give it a thumbs up, subscribe to the channel if you are new here. I will be uploading every single Sunday, so you don't wanna miss out on that, and let's hop straight into it. So as you guessed, obviously today we will be discussing MyFitnessPal, by far the most commonly widely used app in the fitness industry to track food, calories, macros, and especially for beginners that are just kind of entering their own fitness journey. So by far the biggest question I get when people download MyFitnessPal is, Charlie, do you need the premium version of MyFitnessPal? And the answer is absolutely not. You definitely do not need the premium version. You can do everything that you need to do in the free version. Track your food, keep track of your calories, your macros, kind of see what your macro breakdown is, and obviously know whether you're in a calorie surplus or deficit, right? I actually bought the full version a few years back, and in my opinion, it's kind of a waste of money. Everything in the premium version isn't really adding to kind of the basic functionality of the app, which is to track your stuff. So again, in my opinion, the premium version is kind of a waste of money. Everything that you need to do is in the free version, okay? So now let's go through the app together and kind of highlight which parts of the app are good, which parts of the app you should be using to track, and then which parts of the app kind of waste, kind of noise that you don't really need to obviously track your food. So first off, when you open the app, obviously you have the homepage. This is great to kind of just kind of like a dashboard, kind of over a quick overview of your calories and macros, kind of see where you are for the day. And obviously you have a lot of articles and stuff underneath, which again, I don't really go through, but they might be a good read if you are kind of a newer person, kind of wanting to know more about training, nutrition, and so on and so forth. Okay, the next tab, I should say, is the diary tab. This is by far the most important tab in the entire app. Really, the only thing I use in this app is the diary section. Everything else is kind of waste, in my opinion, or just kind of excess features and noise that you don't really need. So again, the diary tab this is the primary tab in this app, and obviously this is where you see everything, all your food. This is where you log your food. This is where you see your macros, your calories, all that stuff, and a kind of a breakdown of your breakfast, lunch, dinner, snacks, and so on and so forth. So obviously we'll touch on this in just a sec of how to actually use it, but again, the diary tab is primarily where I spend 90% of my time inside of this app, okay? Next, we have the progress. Again, I don't really use this. I have my own app where I kind of track my weights and progress, all that stuff. So if this is the only app that you're using, you're not following a program, then by all means, obviously use this to kind of keep track of your weight, kind of see if you're progressing or not, okay? Lastly, obviously, is the More tab, and this is kind of where most of the premium features are. So again, like I mentioned, you don't need the premium at all. I never really go through this stuff, so it's more so just mostly the premium features and kind of extra stuff in the app. So again, the only really tab that you should be using is a diary tab. So let's go through exactly how to now track food. So now let's go into how to actually use MyFitnessPal to track your food. Okay, so this is super easy. I'm not sure why so many people overcomplicate this, but again, MyFitnessPal makes it really easy for you to first off track your food and to organize and just know how many calories and macros you're consuming on a day-to-day basis. So every food that you consume on a day-to-day basis will fall into one of three categories, okay? So the first one, obviously, is probably the easiest one, is any single food that has a barcode with it, right? For example, here, I have a protein bar from MyProtein. By the way, if you want 45% off all supplements, a link in bio for that, quick plug. But again, let's say we have this protein bar or any really snack. You literally just go into the app, so open up MyFitnessPal, and then if you have this for breakfast, let's say this is my first meal of the day, you go under breakfast, add food, and then the top right, hit scan barcode, okay? And then you literally just point your camera to the food, scan the barcode, let it focus there, and then boom, it'll populate all the calories, the macros, and even some micros into the app. You go ahead and click top right check. If you're having this full bar. If you're only having a percentage of whatever food you're scanned, let's say I only want to eat half of this bar, then all you gotta do is go into the number of servings and click 0.5 or however much of the bar you're eating, right? So in my case, I usually have one full bar, so that's pretty much all I gotta do. And then hit top right check mark, done. Super easy. This applies to any food that has a barcode with it, okay? The next category of food is any food that doesn't have a direct scannable barcode to it. For example, maybe like an avocado or banana or even like this chicken breast. Now, a lot of foods will have a barcode. However, you're not going to be eating the entire thing, right? I'm not going to be eating a kilogram of chicken breast. So what I would do in this case is, again, this one has a barcode, so I would scan the barcode, find my chicken breast in the app, and then just I gotta if I'm eating one chicken breast, I gotta take the chicken breast, weigh it out, and then enter how much I'm having of that chicken breast, right? Sometimes you'll also notice that not every food is scannable. So sometimes you'll scan it and then nothing will show up. That just means that barcode is not in the database. So if it's like a basic food, like a single ingredient food like this, what I would recommend doing is, it's really easy. Again, just go and search for chicken breast, and then my advice with this is always pick the source that's either verified with a green check, and that's how you know it's by MyFitnessPal themselves, or any mostly for fruits and vegetables, anything that has the USDA sticker on it as well. And that's how you know it's legit source as well. Because one of the biggest downsides to MyFitnessPal is anyone can go into the database and add their own recipe, so sometimes it's not entirely accurate. So again, with this, I would scan or search chicken breast, and then I would go ahead and weigh however much I'm eating, and then just enter that weight into the app. So I'll do that now. So let's say for lunch, we go here, chicken breast, and then let's say I have 250 grams. So I'll go 2.5, the serving size is 100 grams, so obviously 2.5 servings, which yields 250 grams. So that's it. And then top right check, and that is pretty much it, okay? The third category of foods is any foods that you do not prepare yourself. So this means any restaurants, anytime you go out to eat, fast food, stuff like that. Obviously, there's not gonna be any barcodes when you sit down at a table at a restaurant, right? So with this, the cool thing about MyFitnessPal is the database is so big, and it's growing literally every single day, that most restaurants' menu is actually inside the database of MyFitnessPal, right? Which makes it really easy to track. So let's say one of my favorite steakhouses here in Calgary is the Keg. So what I would do is, let's say for dinner, I would go add food, and then I would literally just search the restaurant name and then whatever I had on the menu. So let's say I go the Keg Steakhouse top sirloin. Right? So you literally just search that, and then it should populate in the menu or on the search results, and then obviously you just pick the one that you had. Again, you click it. If you have the entire meal, then obviously you don't have to do anything else. Just click check. If you only had, let's say, 3/4 of that meal, then obviously you just adjust the number of servings to 0.75 to fit how much of that meal you had. Okay. So again, those are pretty much the three categories or three different ways to track your food. Number one, anything with a barcode, which will honestly be most foods. Number two is anything that doesn't have a barcode, you gotta search that food, and this is mostly just like single ingredients, basic foods that sometimes don't have the barcode in it. Again, super easy. You just search it, and then you got to weigh it out on a food scale, and just enter how much of that food you had. And then the third way, obviously, is anytime you go out to eat, any restaurants, fast food, stuff like that, you just search the name of the restaurant and then whatever you have on the menu. Now, keep in mind, this is great for most chain restaurants. Most likely it won't have it if you go to like a family-owned restaurant or like a one-off restaurant, then it might not have it, so you gotta be wary of that, okay? So yeah, those are the 3 different ways to track your food. And the final thing I wanna go over in this video is once you've tracked all your meals for the day, let's say it's 10 o'clock at night, you finished, you ate all your meals for the day, how to actually organize and view your macros and calories on that day. So again, at the very top of the screen on the diary tab shows your total calories for the day, so that's nice and easy. And then if you wanna see your macros in depth, go to the diary tab, scroll all the way down to bottom left, and there'll be a big nutrition button. You click the nutrition, and then there, go to the macros tab, top right, and then here you can see kind of an in-depth breakdown of your macronutrients, your protein, your carbs, and your fat. And then obviously the middle one's kind of the more so micronutrients and sugar, fiber, stuff like that. And then obviously on the left is the total calories. So that's a pretty easy, really easy way to kind of view and organize your macros and calories for the day. So you know exactly how much and what you're putting into your body, which is really cool. Okay, so if you're not sure of what your numbers should be, your target, your calories, and your macro targets should be, or if you just need help with just your fitness goals in general, whether that be to build muscle, body recomposition, or lose fat, I am running a pretty big discount on my custom training program and nutrition programs right now for the new year. So if you're interested in that, it'll be the first link in the bio, or just visit meisterbody.com to kind of capitalize on that. So besides that, thank you so much for watching. Hope you got some value out of this video. Leave it a thumbs up if you did, and subscribe to the channel if you are new here, and I'll see you here in the next one.